down three is not a position this team's been in a while. Were they a bit stunned at times tonight?
Our team?
Yes.
Well, it's easy to fall down three when we give up those first two, right? Like a couple strange goals there for sure. The first one, and then the second one lands on his back and goes in. I thought we were playing okay. We definitely needed to get sharper on the defensive side of it early in the game, but we pushed back and created some good chances at the other end. You go down three, we're fighting hard. We get it within one, and then didn't love that penalty call in that game, especially the way the game was going. So then it kind of gets out of reach for us, right?
Jesse, then Corey.
Coach, on those penalty calls there, you guys get it back within one. It felt like your team was building momentum. And then a couple calls, Gabe was saying that those felt maybe like preseason calls. I just wonder what your thoughts were.
Yeah. I mean, you got to play the game that's, the way it is. And so, like, we made some mistakes. I just don't love, like, that puck's getting passed to the slot and Sam's in a position where he's got to, like, play the guy. And he tries to jump on him. It's a tough call when you're looking at some of the physicality that's going on at and away from the puck on this to get that interference call.
Corey.
I know this is kind of yo-yos back and forth in a series, but this morning Pete sort of called out, challenged some of his big guys. Obviously, they all had a big game.
Yeah.
Is there a similar message coming before Game 6?
Well, we'll see. That's between me and them.
Colleen.
What are the positives that you took out of the game?
Well, I mean, it's tough to look at those right now because we lost the game. It's a big game, right? And there's, like, we weren't great. We weren't great on the defensive side of things. Like some decision making, and just like I thought first period just not sharp enough on the defensive side of things, right? But again, a couple of strange goals in there that you're trying to dig out from. So you got to there has to be an element of risk in your game after that. So, but I think there's still some good things that we did on the offensive side of things, and we got to get back to that game we played the other night. So they took care of their home ice, and now we got to go take care of ours.
Evan, then Corey.
After some of the other losses, you've mentioned some guys that have been too quiet in these games. You've got 5 games now where you've got a lot of important guys that have not found the back of the net. Is there a concern, or what is kind of the message moving forward?
Yeah, you're always concerned this time of year. You can't have guys having bad nights this time of the year. Like I said, like you've heard me say it all along. It's going to come down to playing good teams that finish in the similar spot in the standings as you. You got to go play your best hockey for 2 weeks in order to win, right? So if you've got good players having bad nights, it's not your best hockey. You're firing on all cylinders the other night, like game 3 and game 4, and things start to look a lot better.
Corey.
This is the first adversity of Mackenzie Blackwood's playoff career. Just what did you think of him tonight, and what do you see with him going forward?
Well, tough game for him, I thought. Obviously to let that first one in, the second one lands on his back and goes in. He makes a couple big saves in there, no question. But like it wasn't he's part of the same group together with some, significant amount of our team tonight.
Last two, go ahead, John, then Justin.
Is it a situation where you can almost, because of all of the outliers, you can treat the game as an outlier and point to the trajectory of how the series was going? Or, I mean, it just felt like this was off the grid.
A little strange, but I don't think it matters. Like you're trying to reset after a win to keep looking at the things that you're doing well and to continue to do those and gain an advantage in the series. And the things that you're doing poorly, you're looking at those twice as hard to make sure you're sharp in all the right areas in order to defend the other team. So we did that this morning coming in after a big win. We'll do it again after a bad loss.
There's just,
You mentioned not being sharp enough defensively early. How would you assess Kale's play in this series to this point?
Well, I mean, I think he had a little bit of a rough start to the series, but he was absolutely outstanding at home. So, yeah, and we've had a few guys that have struggled in this building and played good at home. That's a bright spot going back to our building.